Hey pizza lovers, today we're getting creative with pizza dough. We're making a gorgeous dough that requires no lengthy kneading, perfect for busy weeknights. But there's a twist. We'll stretch one pizza base by hand and roll out the other with a rolling pin. Will there be a difference in the final product? Let's find out and see which method is easier for you. All right, dough time. We'll make enough dough for two 25-centimeter pizzas. First, in a bowl, we'll add 130 milliliters of warm water and 2 grams of sugar. Then we add 3 grams of dry yeast, 150 grams of flour, and 4 grams of salt. Adding salt later helps the yeast do its magic. Now, the fun part. We'll use a mixer with whisk attachments to knead the dough for about a minute. Imagine lifting the dough as you mix. It should be thick and creamy. After a minute, we'll add 6 grams of olive oil. This helps develop gluten without hindering the dough's elasticity. Continue mixing for another 5 minutes until the dough becomes smooth. Pulls away from the bowl and forms a nice elastic ball. My experiment is moving in the right direction. Let's whip up a quick and creamy pizza sauce while the dough rests. In a container, we'll combine 200 grams of heavy cream for a rich, decadent base. To add some bite, finely mince 2 cloves of garlic. No fresh garlic? No problem. You can substitute 1 teaspoon of dried garlic powder for the 2 minced cloves. Dried garlic packs a stronger punch, so start with a little less and adjust to your taste. Don't forget a pinch of salt to enhance all the flavors, and a sprinkle of oregano for that classic pizza touch. In a separate pan, heat up 1 tablespoon of olive oil on medium heat. Once shimmering, carefully pour in our creamy sauce base and let it gently simmer. As the sauce heats through, you'll notice it thicken up. That's your cue that it's ready to coat those delicious pizzas. Let's assemble the delicious fillings. We'll start with 120 grams of sliced smoked pork neck, a smoky and savory addition. Next, we'll slice 1 onion to add some sweetness and texture. Now, heat up a pan and add a drizzle of olive oil. Once hot, toss in the 280 grams of sliced pork and cook until browned. Season with a pinch of salt to taste. I add the chopped onions to the skillet with the meat. While the pork cooks, grate 125 grams of Gouda cheese for a sharp and nutty flavor. We'll also need 125 grams of sliced mozzarella, a classic pizza topping that melts beautifully. Mozzarella, the melty magic. This creamy cheese stretches beautifully, blanketing our pizza in cheesy goodness. All right, pizzaiolos, it's time to transform our lovely dough into delicious bases. Remember, we're creating 2 pizzas today. 1 hand-stretched masterpiece and 1 rolled-out wonder. Let's see which method reigns supreme. The dough can be a bit on the sticky side, so we'll dust our workspace with some flour to prevent any unwanted sticking. Don't be afraid to be generous with the flour as we gently coax the dough into a perfect circle for our first pizza. The beauty of this dough is its elasticity, allowing you to stretch it effortlessly to a perfect 25-centimeter diameter. And look closely. You can already see those gorgeous air bubbles forming throughout the dough, a telltale sign of a light and airy pizza crust waiting to be born. Now, to make topping the pizza a breeze, we'll gently transfer the stretched dough onto a pizza shovel. We'll evenly spread the creamy sauce to coat the entire dough. Next comes the cheese. We'll add half of the shredded mozzarella for a gooey goodness. Time for the smoky and savory toppings. Let's arrange the sliced pork neck on the cheese. Then sprinkle the delicious mix of fried pork and onions over the pizza. Finally, we'll finish it all off with a generous layer of grated Gouda cheese for a perfect cheesy finish. We'll send the first pizza to a preheated oven and bake it until the crust turns golden brown. Remember, a hot oven is key. It ensures the pizza cooks through without drying out or becoming hard. Look at that beauty. The first pizza came out perfectly with nice, bubbly sides. But what about the pizza we rolled out with a rolling pin? Did we lose all the air bubbles? Rolling pin time. Want a thinner crust? This is your method. I roll out the second pizza, showing control over thickness. But look, bubbles remain thanks to the dough stretch. Even the rolling pin can't crush them all. We'll quickly top the second pizza. Transfer the dough, spread sauce, sprinkle mozzarella, add the pork and onions, and finish with Gouda. Now it's time for the big reveal. Let's see the results of our experiment. Both pizzas came out with gorgeous, bubbly sides. This result surprised me a bit. Many people believe that stretching the dough is necessary for an airy crust, but this recipe proves otherwise. Honestly, there's not much difference between the two pizzas in terms of texture. So, which method will you try? Make this amazing dough with your favorite toppings and share the results. I'm curious to see your creations. Don't forget to subscribe for more fun recipe experiments. Thanks for watching.